My father, who's in prison, has started texting me after I've been no contact for over a year. Hello? Is anybody out there? Called you earlier, left a message. I've been praying to hear from you for so long now. Please call. There's much to catch up on. Love and prayers, Dad. It sure would be a great blessing if I could only talk to my daughter. I miss her more than words can say. The radio silence is more than deafening. It's heartbreaking. Please let us repair this breach. Godspeed, Dad. I mean, the thought is sweet, but what's the context and why prison? My grandma is in the ER and all my dad is thinking of is calling me. I'm going to keep calling till you answer. Wow, you kinda suck. Dad, I'm in the ER with my grandmother. I know, but you could have talked to me for another 13 seconds. Are you a doctor? Because I don't believe there's anything that you can do except sit there. I'm trying to be there for my grandmother. You were there for your grandma, but it'd be nice if you talked to your father, who doesn't get a chance to see you except for maybe 3 times a year. Dad, I might not see Grandma again. I'll break my arm and go to the hospital right now just to see you. Oh, please, honey, she'll be fine. If that's the case, you have 2 grandparents here, so you might want to worry about that with. I'm done, thanks. Oh, well, I guess the problem resolved itself. He's done, I guess. My mom posted on Facebook once that she loved both her kids. I'm the 3rd. My mom posted on my wedding photos that they were a lie. I didn't get married. What the F? Why? I think because I didn't get married till I turned 40, so it must be a lie. Parents emailed me after 2 years of no contact. Mom and I want you to know that we love you. Be at peace. I guess it's nice it's short and sweet, but that's really all you have to say? I need a ride to uni, and my mom has been aware that I've been looking for a way to get there. For context, my dad's ex is my aunt's best friend of 25 years who dated my dad before I was born. Hi, how are you? Have you decided who's taking you to uni yet? Yeah, blank said she would take me. And I'm okay. How are you, XX? You taking the piss? Your dad's ex-girlfriend? Well, she's aunt's friend. Clearly more important than your own parents. Mom, do you actually understand what happened? Because I don't think you do. This isn't about who's more important. This is about trust and safety. Whichever way you spin it, Dad did physically hurt me, and I don't feel comfortable being in a confined space with him for 3 hours. It doesn't mean I don't love you. Parents are so quick to the, oh, so I guess you just hate me then, huh? My anti-vax mom throwing a fit over me and my wife feeding our daughter a spinach pear puree. This is a text message between my mom and my wife. This is why I don't talk to my mom. She was served with apple pear spinach puree. Kinsey is not a big meat fan, so we tried to introduce her as much as spinach as possible to make up for iron intake. Spinach has a lot of oxalates. You have to cook it down a lot and never uncooked. The oxalates could bind with the nutrients in her formula and rob her of more nutrients. I would be cautious. Most of the oxalates can be easily get rid of by letting the spinach has a quick 20-second bath in boiled water. From what I have heard, that wouldn't be enough. However, I am weird and have gone down the rabbit hole lately, intrigued with the carnivore diet and their claims that plants are trying to kill you with their toxins they developed to protect themselves and their seed babies from being eaten. Okay, weirdo. So yeah, I'm 19 and she still forces me to call her mommy. Sorry, I haven't been messaging much. Work has been making me stay for hours. I'm almost hitting overtime, lol. Also, I can't call tonight because they're making me stay until 8. Sorry. Where is the word mommy? What am I, stranger? Dad will text me stuff like this to guilt me into ordering him takeout. Usually he adds how hungry he is. I'm sick of it and I don't know what to do. I want a pizza. Oh, really? Yeah, but I have no moolah till Monday. So why are you telling me? I'm expressing my feelings. Is that okay with you? I'm just saying. I get bored when I don't work. Well, that sounds like a you problem. Nothing to see here, folks. Just my 34 male, mother, 70 female, stalking me at work.
Are you out by the garbage can?
Yes, why?
I just looked at Find My iPhone and was wondering if you had dropped your phone.
No, it's a funny little thing called a smoke break.
LOL.
I mean, at least she's looking out for you, sorta. Hours of screaming in pain. Not a single thought about taking her to the ER. My baby girl. So I made homemade salsa this evening, and this girl said she loves peppers and that she wanted to eat one. I told her no, but she insisted. Kids. She took a bite of the jalapeno and instantly she screamed her mouth was burning. Her eyes, face, and lips turned bright red.
We tried soap and water to wash her face and had her drink water, milk, and orange juice. None of that worked. She was screaming for about 30 minutes. Me over here thinking we were gonna have to go to the hospital because her face and lips were puffy. Bryant Googles how to help her. Y'all, Google said butter, so we rubbed layers of butter on her face and lips, left it on for about 20 minutes, then washed it off. Sure enough, it worked. During this time, she was screaming her hands were burning. So we layered her hands in butter. It did not work. Back to Google. Wash hands. Oil, milk, dairy products. So we had her soaking her hands in all kinds of things. Finally, sour cream. Y'all, sour cream is for the win. Hours of her screaming in pain. My poor baby. Is this normal to have a reaction like this to jalapenos? Oh my god, girl, you should have gone to the like if your face is puffing up, you're having a reaction. Go to the doctor.
My dad made a Facebook dating profile saying he had no kids. WTF. I love the outdoors, Jeeps, motorcycles, and going out for a social drink. I work a lot, but I enjoy what I do, surgical tech. I can be quiet at first, but once you get to know me, I'm all smiles. Looking for friendship, something casual, long-term relationship. 6'4", doesn't have kids, college degree, drinks occasionally. Yeah, that's something you're gonna have to talk to the therapist about. Recently gave my dad another chance, and this is what I got 2 days later. Are you busy? Call me when you have a chance, please. Why? Is everything all right? I spoke to Bella yesterday, if it's about her. I need to ask you, gotta favor school paperwork? Can I have more information? 4. Do you have an essay or a thesis that you wrote when you took criminal justice that you can forward to me? I have an investigator's position I'm interviewing for, and they are asking for me to bring one in. I mean, you gotta hand it to him. At least he's trying to be resourceful. As I said, my phone is dead, and laptops can't take calls. Like I said, you're 14. You've been weaponized and utilized, and now you don't see daddy in any of us, really, and you played the Judas to help someone's spiteful motive. It was to you and your sisters and brothers' detriment. I don't even know what's going on here, but it sounds like a Jesus freak. What time do you go to work? 5. Please get a name tag with your real name on it. Hello? Hi. Did you change your name tag at work? Ugh, Mom, leave me alone. I want to have B-Dog on my name tag. He keeps sending me QAnon videos that don't make sense and saying they're eye-opening. Did you see the part of the video with Putin handing Trump the soccer ball? Yes. Do you know the significance of that? No. Inside that soccer ball were USB drives. All the corruption in Ukraine, money laundering, human trafficking, bioweapons labs, etc. was on the drives. Any dirt Russia had on our politicians, both parties, was on the sticks. That was the way to get the info from Russia to the US without going through official channels. Virtually every big bank in the world, as well as a lot of central banks, launders money through Ukraine since the Soviet Union broke up 30 years ago. Wealthy people of all parties launder money there as well. C-19 was engineered in a biolab in Ukraine, then sent to China. I just feel like it would be so fun to believe in QAnon. It's like you believe in fantasy. The new wave of homeschooled kids is going to be so unprepared for the real world. Creative workshop this morning. We asked the Holy Spirit to speak as we painted, and I wrote what was spoken. God teaches us to teach our children more about you than ABCs and who is the best at whatever. God needs love. Jesus loves the little children. He loves me. Jesus loves me. I am the light. I have no problem if you follow or practice your own religion. Just don't force it on my kids. See, that was sarcasm. If you didn't catch that, that was sarcasm. This post my dad shared on Facebook, plus the text with my mom and sister about it. I never wanted my kids to mess up and think, Dad's gonna kill me. I want their first thought to be, I need to call my dad. Parenting with fear isn't parenting at all. Let's talk about it. Y'all, someone needs to get him off Facebook. This is coming from the same man who would crack his belt at the end of the hall and beat our butts until we were in extreme pain. I know. How hypocritical. Well, no. See, Facebook is different because you can be anything and anyone on Facebook, so you can lie. The time my mom compared 10-year-old me to terrorists.
Thousands of Christians in Iraq are being asked to leave their homes, go to prison, or even be killed for Jesus. All he's asking of you is to be nice to your little brother. Parental Jesus jukes for the win, please. I'm not a dummy. Karma sucks, LOL. Good luck.
For you, it's really not my fault you lost your tooth again.
Okay, LOL. I'll let you know when we and my scumbaggery will come out. LMFAO, BS.
LOL, you're weird.
You hate me, and that's okay. You took my tooth, period. It is embarrassing for you, LOL. You are weird and owe me $2,500, period. Prove me wrong. I'm going to prove I'm right, XO.
I'd like to imagine this isn't somebody's parent, this is just a dentist talking to a patient. Not technically a parent, but my mother's boyfriend. He's a drunk, fell over one night and knocked his tooth out on a table, got a replacement and ended up losing it. Obviously the blame went to me as I must have taken it. No way the loser just misplaced it. Fast forward, he got a new tooth and not even 2 days later loses it again. So much more stuff happened that night, including him macing us with dog mace that I'm not going to post. He felt the need to threaten me only for it to be in his pocket.
Oh, okay, that clears it all up.
Sorta, kinda, not really. Maternal grandfather who only speaks to me once a year on my birthday.
You too.
Have not received the thank you for the $50, but am assuming you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Venmo never gives me notifications on my phone, but thanks. FYI, Venmo does notify you when you receive funds, so don't BS me anymore. That's a little nerve-wracking, the fact your grandpa knows that much about technology. Our power was out for 18 hours and I wanted to cool off.
You could drive us to breakfast later and get us some breakfast.
Okay, somewhere air-conditioned.
Well, I'll tell you what. You and your sister come inside, pack up your and you can leave, okay? You can just leave. Come inside, pack your things, and I'll drop you off. I can't believe you function all day at work in this temperature outside without air conditioning. Come on, come inside, pack up your things.
Okay. I just wanted some cool air, Jesus! My mother manipulated me for years, by the way. She dead-named me even though I told her my new name and pronouns, by the way. She even said, "Oh, okay, I can call you that." Hopefully this counts, LOL. Hi, Anana. Grandma told me about you wanting to come visit me. However, I would rather not have you come visit as you have been on and off in my life forever, and I would like to cut you off completely. And please, stop having Grandma be the middleman.
Is this dead name? I am trying. That's why I asked Grandma for a try, but if that's what you think, then you are stupid and can't move forward. You. Don't ever message me again. I tried to be better, but you want me worse. I'll do worse then, and you.
Look, as much as I love you, you act like a 13-year-old that picks on other people when you don't get your way. You swear and get angry as if us being there with you is a cure-all. You haven't been the greatest mother, nor one who loves and cares unconditionally, and I would rather not be around someone like that. Hope you get better. Ooh, a beautiful ending. Hope you get better? That's gotta sting. USA lost. I'm really excited and glad you're enjoying the cup too. Could I find out the results on my own though? Sorry. It's okay. I will stay out of it from now on. Dad, you're doing it again. I was just telling you for next time. Apparently I'm doing it with all my relatives, so I can't win. Right? I am too tired to give a crap. Me reminding you is not an insult. It's just a reminder. Dads always have to take it so seriously, and it's not even that deep. Why won't you let me have full management of your medical accounts? Cut your nails. Do your missed schoolwork. Stop ignoring me. You will no longer get away with being aloof and uninterested. You know, based on those texts, it's a real head-scratcher why they wouldn't want to give you full management. Hello? We are doing okay. How are y'all? Huh. Literally just found it in my contacts. We are doing good. Just hot. At this point, I'm gonna need a jacket for anything under 90 degrees. LOL, wait till you get hot flashes. Yesterday, 9:46 p.m. Anything in particular you want for your birthday? Today, 12:31 p.m. Do you wear a 10 or 11 shoe? I was in bed at 9:45, LOL. I like the Billie Eilish No. 2 perfume if you want to get me that. I wear a 10. No on the perfume. She's a Satanist. Am I the a-hole? Single mom here. 2 teenage boys, both in high school, 17 and 14. Both really good kids. I have been after my 17-year-old to get a job, and he always applies for jobs and just says, "I never heard anything." He really could be making more of an effort in my opinion, and I have been asking around as well. Disclaimer, I let my kids drink coffee. I'm sure many of you will say that I'm a horrible mother for allowing them to have coffee, but to each their own. Anyway, this morning, my 17-year-old son was going to make a second cup of coffee, and I realized I was out of coffee beans. And I feel like I just bought them this week, so I kinda lost it and said, "Okay, you are not allowed to drink coffee until you have gotten a job, because it's a privilege and not a necessity." Am I the a-hole for restricting coffee to a kid that won't get a job? You're not an a-hole for restricting coffee, but you're an a-hole for thinking it's that easy for a 17-year-old to get a job. Mom has been spreading lies about me for the past 11 years. When the duck did she say I had multiple personalities? Yeah, I've got trauma, and it plays into my mental health, but I've never heard of her saying that. Yup, she said you were diagnosed when you were younger. Maybe she's the one with it. The duck? When did she say that? They thought I was bipolar for a hot minute before I was properly diagnosed with PTSD. Younger when, LOL? It was told to my mom that when you had the inpatient visits, you were diagnosed then with multiple personality disorder. It's also really fun when parents play make-believe for clout with their friends. Mother went off the deep end and blocked me. Unlike you, I have respect for my mother, and I feel obligated to her because of her kind heart and willingness to try to make things right. From this day on, my grandmother and my mother are my priority. Any missteps you make from here on out are solely your responsibility. I will no longer bear the burden. You are my son, and I love you now just as much as I did the day you were born. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. And just for the record, I don't ask you about your love life because I don't like being asked about mine. When I'm ready to share, I will, as do you. You may interpret that as disinterest, but I see it as a healthy boundary. But really, it's because I am so sensitive, and if you shut me down, it would hurt my feelings. OMG, you effing narcissist. You just effing gaslit me. TF. You're on your own. Good luck. Come on, girlie. We all know gaslighting isn't real. My dad drunk texted me after we had a conversation, and he'd told me he'd stop drinking. You good? Put your phone away. Stop drinking. You're a disaster. You disgust me. Give me your keys tomorrow and schedule a bus ride to school. Hashtag privileged. Hashtag 100%. You're awful and deflecting because you can't fix yourself. He really thought he did something with those hashtags. He probably felt real proud of himself. Biological dad found my post on a public game group and commented this: I'm no contact and 7 years sober. I'd really like to talk to you, or maybe I should tell everyone about how you treated me, your bio father. How are you hooked on prescription drugs and used me to get money and the lies to do it? I was never able to meet because I sent you the money instead. You told me you needed help, so as your real father, I helped. Look at what you did to me. You should be very ashamed of yourself. You're not a good person. Love your real father. Not my parent, but my 5th grade teacher. I'll be dead before I let them put a microchip, aka mark of the beast, in my body. Bet you won't share that and stand firm in it. Don't care what you call it. I'm not getting any chip. Oh, well, I guess more Doritos for me. I'd like to apologize, that joke was lazy and bad. I was taking a nap. I'm about tired of calling you over and over and over and not getting a response. If you can't turn your finger on and call me back in the next 5 minutes, I'm turning off your phone and you can figure out how to turn it back on yourself. You still haven't checked this message and I'm still waiting on you to call me back. It's literally never that deep. I was just sleeping, man. Not sure if this belongs here, but this is my dad's reaction to me telling him I have a cold. I really don't feel well. That's because you don't want to feel well, so you are convincing yourself something is wrong. That's another one of my favorite dad classics. You tell them that you're sick and they just say, nuh-uh. My drug-addicted aunt, 45 female, is trying to tell her daughter, 23 female, my cousin, who she can and can't have in her child's life. This is unfortunately just the top of the iceberg. My cousin's Facebook post. Sure, blood is thicker than water, but blood doesn't make you entitled to shit just cause you gave me life. And you wouldn't be having a baby if I wouldn't have had you. Doesn't mean you are entitled to have a say in who is in my baby's life. Well, congrats, Mom. You just bought yourself a one-way ticket out of this baby's life, because I can promise you that I will not raise my child how you raised me, and I will not let drugs be around my child, and I will never choose anything or anyone over my child, unlike you, who still needs to learn. Ooh, yeah, I'm loving the fire. Ooh. My parents having a plaque made and hung to commemorate the January 6th riot. Oh, God. It will never come off my wall. We will always remember. I'm so sorry to tell you this, but you gotta throw your parents away. There's really nothing left at this point. My absolutely insane mother posing for a picture.
Hey, will y'all keep my dad in your prayers? He's okay, I just don't trust these people up here.
Oh my God, not the bedside selfie. Not even half an hour between her texts. What's up?
Crazy me, just calling to say hi, so you ignore me. Feels good.
I wasn't ignoring you. Mom, I wasn't ignoring you. I was clutching up in Fortnite. Jeez.
That's true.
This time, non-binary and intersex people don't exist.
Who believes God made only two sexes, male and female, and isn't afraid to say so?
I feel bad for the homeschooled children who will be uneducated. Memory work. What is math? Math is understanding that numbers must obey God. How do numbers obey God? God never changes, and so math obeys God by never changing either. Why did God create a world that could be numbered? God created a world with numbers that I may order my life so the sum of it may give glory and praise to Him.
The memory work always blesses me.
Told her I was gonna spend the weekend at my dad's.
What do you need here so that your workspace is sufficient for you?
I don't know. He's going to come soon.
You're running away. This is manipulative and cruel even if you don't realize it. I love you. Sorry that this is how you respond to me trying to set a healthy boundary for you so that you can have a clean room. I don't know what else to do.
What? It's so out of left field. Like, what am I, baseball player? Do I do an outro? I don't know if I do one. Bye.